Hello, I'm JJ, and I'm going to be making a variant of Crossroads called Stiletto. So we're going to start with a bulb-out base, which is, as you may remember from a previous video, if you haven't, please see it, because that's where it takes off pretty much. After folding these by doing that squash open to fold it down, we have this form with 8 flaps. What we're gonna do now is bring up those corners to the original position. Like to straighten it out. It's just unfolding on inverse from before. So now we have this X. And in here we have like a locked pyramid, pretty much. So what we're going to do is just fold it flat and bring it all the way back, all the way up as far as this diamond allows. And then try to line up the line to the center and to get the petal the same place on both sides. Might be a little difficult because it's very thin. You know, when you bring it together, it's going to be a little off. That's why we want to try to make sure it's the same, and we're going to repeat that for all of the 4. So there's the second one. And after the first two, it's going to be a little difficult because there's a lot of paper in the center, so it's going to, you know, be a little difficult to keep flat. So after the 4, it looks like this. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to bisect this angle, this very acute angle here, and this one, and we're gonna do like a rabbit ear. So by doing this, and then the other one, the main thing to use is the center kind of comes together itself. But when you have those, it's kind of like a tiny rabbit ear. It gets to the center, like so. You have a little tiny flap. And do that for all 4. To make it even thinner, so that we can make that Stiletto Lily. I'm pretty sure I called it Stiletto just by itself in the beginning of the video, but it's a Stiletto Lily. Alright, so now you can see that it's not keeping flat anymore because it's so much paper jammed into that one spot. So bisecting the last 2, rabbit earring, that little flap, same with that, like that, and now we have this very thin cross. Now most of it is done. The only thing you need to do right now is flip these petals. So as you can see, there's a valley in the middle of the bottom, and then there's a whole bunch of different folds. It's pretty much like a fan type. And then we're just making it flat and then flipping it. And just progressing that flip to the bottom, like so. As far as you can take it. And there's one petal already. So we're gonna flip all four as far as you want to go. It can be very lightly, or it can be, you know, high up. But stiletto would be very high up, like sharply up to make it look nice like this. It's very similar to Crossroads because Crossroads only differs in the fact that I don't do the rabbit ear. I just fold it down half of the way of the height on top rather than rabbit earring, and that's pretty much it. You can curl them a bit using, you know, the little tool for curling. Make it look more like a lily, or yeah, that. So now you might realize that this inside is very loose, so it will not hold the stem very well. But if you do stem it, and that's just ripping the little corner, putting this stem that's rolled up through it. You know, it won't hold very well, but it will hold it because there is kind of a nexus in there. Yeah, so that's the stiletto. I mean, stiletto was really sharper because it looked more like a dagger, like so. But you can curl it too. And like I did in the, I think in the bow bout, I can do like a fist out of this, like, yeah, just spin that around to make it like a fist, and I think that will hold it better because it has more of volume. So that's the stiletto lily.